Okay, so welcome to this video while we're all on restrictions. This video is 5 ways to improve your kata. So tip number 1, don't do your kata, don't practice your kata all the way through. And you may ask, well, why are you saying don't practice your kata? Well, sometimes we haven't got the time, sometimes we haven't got the inclination, sometimes we haven't got the space to do the kata all the way through from end to end, or beginning to end. Sometimes I tell my students that if I come down and make a cup of tea, that's when I might practice my kata. And what I tend to do is I tend to do what could be termed as sort of high value training, and that is taking a very small portion of the kata, in actual fact one move at a time, and concentrate on that one particular move. So for example, if we took the arm position, punching from chamber, now we're told keep the arm rubbing against the body and don't let the elbow come out. So it's a very common mistake. We've all done it, we will probably do it to some extent. So if we want to practice this very small part of the move, so if we're going to rub our arm against our body and we're turning our hips, then the arm tends to want to come out, the elbow tends to want to come out as we're punching, which you want to try and avoid. So what we're trying to do is spending maybe 2 minutes on this action of punching, so that our elbow is behind the punch. Okay. So the arm's moving in a piston, in the way that a piston looks straight out. It's not coming across and then turning, so the elbow then comes out. That's what we're obviously trying to avoid. So we're basically taking that one move from here, and we're just really concentrating on making sure that our elbow runs against our body and that the arm comes out in a straight line. We could also take another small part of the move, which is, say, maybe at the end of the punch, when we're turning the hand over, making sure that, say, our hand is in the correct position. We need to be punching with the front 2 knuckles, so that our top of our arm and top of our wrist that is straight and not kicked up or not kicked down, or for example, not maybe turned in. I don't see that, but turned in, or it needs to be straight. It needs to be focusing on them front 2 knuckles. So we can also take a couple of minutes and we can just practice that last turn of the punch. So these moves are not fast, we're deliberately making them very slow, we're concentrating on them, especially if we're just going to take 2 minutes out of the day, we've got time to warm up. What we're going to do is going to just practice that first move and maybe just practice the last move. We can take any move we like. The beauty of this is that we could be, maybe we think we're going to practice Gekkosado Ich, we're going to practice this move from Gekkosado Ich, or we're practicing that move through all the katas. Okay, so that's tip number 1, is to have some high value training. So really concentrating on a very small part of the kata. Tip number two is to look at yourself while you're doing your training. Now typically, particularly now, when we haven't got the use of dojos, you may have a mirror, you may have a mirrored wardrobe, you may have a fully glazed door, or a window. Now you can use a window, the reflection in the glass, you can use the reflection in the door. The thing is, you need to be able to look at yourself while you're doing some training. Typically, again, if I'm making a cup of tea, I put the kettle on, stand in front of the window, and then I do some moves, whether it's a block or chew that block, whatever it may be, so I can see myself and I can see whether I'm doing the move correctly or not. Okay, so that's a good tip, is to watch yourself in a mirror. Tip number 3 is similar to tip number 2, but is to video yourself. So, everybody's got, or most people have got a phone, iPads, they've all got phones, cameras on them, they've all got a video capability, a very good video capability. So you can set your phone up or your iPad, put it in the garden, and you can video yourself doing your kata, doing your basics, whatever it may be. Then you can replay that video and go, my elbow was coming out when I was punching, or my feet weren't in the correct position. Only take a very small point that you need to correct. Video yourself again, and then have a look. I've corrected that now. Look for another point. Video yourself again, and so on. Okay, so video is a great way of instructing yourself. Very difficult to see yourself doing some moves, but if you video yourself, then you can see what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. So that's a very good tip. Tip number 4 is to do your moves slowly. So sometimes it's harder to do moves slower, particularly if you're doing things like kicks and punching, than it is to do it fast. Anything with a balance involved is much harder to do it slowly. But if you're videoing yourself or you're looking in the mirror, if you're doing a move, say kick aside edge, and you're turning and you're looking at yourself in the mirror or in the video, and you can really slow it down so that you can really look at it and go, that's where I'm going wrong. I need to correct that. So do your movements slow, particularly if you've only got a couple of minutes. Okay, videoing maybe that take a little bit longer, but if you're looking in the window or in the mirror, you've only got a couple of minutes and you're just going to practice one move. You don't want to do it fast, you want to do it nice and slow. And remember, all these tips that lead together. Tip number 5 is to be precise with your movements. For example, if you're doing a Jodan block, and if you're doing a Jodan block, and you're going to start from your arm across your body. When you finish that move, your arm wants to be above your head. You don't want your elbow to be out. So from here, imagine that you have got a pole, and your wrist and your elbow are moving vertically up these 2 poles or rails, and it's going to go straight the way up. So that your arm is 45 degrees, your elbow is close to your head. It's not out here, and that's what I mean by being precise. Is that you could practice 100 times and you can block, and you think that you're doing a very good block, but your hand is too far over the centre of your head. It needs to be across, so that you're blocking with this meaty part of your arm, so it's covering the whole of your body. If you're punching, for example, forwards, you need to be making sure that you're not punching to the side. You need to be punching straight, making sure that your arm's back into chamber, that it's not out here. So these are sort of tips to really hone in on and make sure that you're being precise with each movement. So you can link all these things together. Video yourself, look in the mirror, hone down on one particular movement, make it nice and slow, and check that you're being precise with your punches, your hand position, your fist position, feet position. Really make sure that you study yourself when you're doing your kata, and make sure that your precision is really, really good. So there's 5 tips there that will help with your kata. I'm going to give you a little bonus tip, and that is flexibility. And that is to stretch, because I do think that if you can be more flexible, your whole karate will improve. And I know sometimes that's really difficult, particularly if you're inflexible, or if you were flexible and then you let it slide and then you've got to regain your flexibility. That's hard work. So a little tip is, when you're sitting watching the television, what I tend to do is I try and utilise that time. And I'll sit on the floor, I'm watching the film, wherever it might be on the television, and I do a little bit of stretching. And I'll guarantee that if you improve your flexibility, your kata, your karate will definitely improve. It's hard work and it takes time. There's no point, doing a couple of side bends and going, right, okay, I've done a bit of stretching. That's not really stretching. You need to do it consistently. You need to do it slowly and keep going at it. And I know it's painful. I know it's not painful, but it's sometimes a bit uncomfortable. But you need to keep at it and persevere with it, and then your flexibility will increase. It may take a long time, but the rewards will be worth it. Okay, so there's 5-6 tips that hopefully will help you. Okay, great.